Well, here we are at Kirtland Air Force Base in Albuquerque, New Mexico for their air show. And today their star attraction is the F-16 Viper team. They also got, looks like they got another F-16 flying. They have, looks like an F5, F5? Looks like an F5 over there. They got an F-35. They got a lot of civilian planes, and they got more at the other end of the runway. So we just got here, and we look around here. Oh, got a C-47. Looks like a B-24, I think. Oh, I was gonna say it was a P-47, but that's a T, so I'm not 100% sure. Oh, we got a C-17. Oh, got a C-5 behind it. I see a C-130. There's quite a few actually C-130s here, so I don't think they're all C-130s. We got a lot of AC-130s and some Ghosts, so you know, Spectre gunships. Anyway, we got about an hour to walk around before the flying starts. Oh, they got the Army Golden Knights. They're doing the jump. Actually, they're jumping twice. Once during the national anthem, then they're jumping a second time after that. So we'll try to get that. And we took the preferred seating so we could be right there up on the flight line. So we're going to be sitting over there, and we're right on the front row. So hopefully get some good video. And again, like our last air show, if because we got the speakers going on, and if they play copyrighted music and you're watching this video, and then all of a sudden some weird music comes on, that wasn't me, that was YouTube replacing that music that they could to get rid of the copyright music. So I'm going to try, from what I can tell, is if you're talking enough during copyrighted music, it picks up on your voice and not the music. But not every time. So we'll see how that goes. Once we get to some other planes, we'll get back to you.
A few moments later.
Well, here we got a B-52 we're gonna go take a look at. Over here we got the C-5 and the C-17 behind it. If you watched our Altus Air Force Base Air Show, we actually went in both of those. So we got footage of the C-17 we actually went inside the cockpit on, and the C-5 we actually went through the whole entire plane. But I wanted to check out this B-52 because this guy, he's still an active flyer. This is crazy. These pilots' granddads, not dads, granddads were flying these things, man. And they are still flying. Look at those flaps. That is crazy. Looks like they're selling some merch for a B-52. Oh, smell of JP fuel. Jet fuel. Strange love memories. Look at that. Bolt on some bombs there. You know, this thing could carry, back when my dad was in Vietnam, an aircraft mechanic in the Air Force, and I think he said their B-52s, these guys could carry 108 500-pound bombs. Back then. These things are, like I said, they're so old, but they're still here. Remember that B-1A and then B-1B that was supposed to replace it? Notice how it didn't, and these things are still flying, still being rebuilt. So that says two things. It says one, these planes were actually pretty damn good. We're still flying them. And two, that the B-1 is kind of a piece of shit. Oh, did I say that out loud?
Yes.
Oh, I said that out loud. But you know what I'm saying? Oh, look at these things, man. Look at that landing gear. I mean, these things are so old. And still so damn good. That landing gear. It used to be classified like, what is it called, crab walk? Jeez. Crazy. Oh, we got over here. Here's the, I don't know what the plane is called, but that's the Army Golden Knights. That's what they get in to go jump out of. And they got the KC-135. And we got C-130. They were supposed to have some gunships here, but so far I haven't seen. I've just been seeing C-130s. Maybe there's one because there's looks like there's one behind that Osprey over there. Oh no, there's another one over there. So maybe we got some gunships here. Looks like we got a Blackhawk over there. So let's go check out the C-130 real quick and kind of see how that compares to the C-17. It don't, but it's still cool. All right, let's go check out the C-130. The tacos, it's called the tacos. Yeah. I don't know the model of this one. There are so many models, especially when you get in the gunships, the armored ones. You know, you got the G models, you got the H models, the Ghosts. I remember they used to be called Spectre, AC-130 Spectres. So I don't know the model numbers, but this guy looks like fully cargo.
Daddy? I want.
When we get to one that we haven't.
Boy, it's weird when you come into one of these guys and then you just came out of C-17, how small these dudes really are. Oh, these are people waiting to go up in the cockpit. Ah, crazy, huh? Yeah, we went up in the cockpit. Actually, I think we did that one on, I think that was all, didn't we go up in the cockpit in Maltas also, of the C-130?
I think so. I think, don't quote.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. All right, well, let's go out. And, wow. Seems so small compared to that C-17, don't it?
Yes.
And then of course, the C-17 seems so small compared to the C-5. Of course, they got different missions like big step, short legs. Yeah, cool. There you go.
I know, I'm holding on to it to try to step up into it.
Oh, let's go check out the Osprey. Well, let me see if I can get this right. The Army and shit, the Marine. Army and the Marines. Watch your head. Oh, never mind. I'm telling her watch your head because it might hit the prop. Silly me. Okay, so the Army and Marines, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, Army and Marines, they got together. This was actually a joint venture on the Osprey. V-22, okay? It was so messed up that the Army says, we don't want to have anything to do with this thing. So the Army pulled out of it, and the Air Force said, hey, we could use that. So then it became the Air Force Marine. And then pretty soon, the only thing you can do is get a Marine to get in it. Because these things are notorious for going down. I don't know how many people died from them. I don't want to get into politics of this thing, but it's true. And they need the next generation is supposed to be the one that's going to be the good one. Even the designer said it needs one more generation. Because this thing is, oof. Talk about Article 15, dishonorable discharge. Get on the Osprey. Fuck you, sir. Ain't doing it. Oh, sorry. Did I say that? F you, sir. I'm not doing it. Wow. Check this out.
Parameters, we have to meet at certain speeds and angles, so that way we can maintain safe flight.
When they have 35 demo changes, their display.
This guy's deaf. He's got a little armament on him. Oh, here's the rope for fast ropes. You guys want to see what my hand. How big it
Weighs 3 times as much as you.
How big it is. That's a fast rope till they fast rope down. You got an M2 50 cal here on the back end of it.
There it is.
And the claim to fame on this one was twice as far, twice as fast than a helicopter. So that's how the Marines got it in, saying that it could be faster and get our
28 standing. Not much there. 24 seats in these seats. We can figure more seat positions in, but very rarely. Could find one in town.
I think we're actually going to wait here because I don't think I've actually been in the cockpit of a Osprey. I don't think we have, so we're going to go ahead and wait here because I kind of want to see it.
Keeping eyes and stuff like that.
Well, anyway, what I was saying is that they needed, even the designers, you know, it's the tilt rotor is the issue. First off, something happens with a tilt rotor, you can't even land because it can't land in the airplane mode. It can only land in the helicopter mode. Anyway, read the whole book on it. It does have a purpose, definitely, don't get me wrong, it does have a purpose. It just ain't quite there yet, in my opinion.
Noisy helicopter, though. You can hear us coming.
Just kind of listen to see what this guy's got to say. He's talking to a couple of ladies here.
She can't run outside. Going to the window.
We can make a lot of noise.
Especially to Harris. When I am down at school, I'll be when you guys are Blackhawks or the Huey, like any of them.
Sometimes I forget.
There's usually more than one.
Yeah. Yep.
A lot of times we'll see like a 4-ship come through.
No bias there. Yeah.
I'm walking up here. Nobody's actually going in this
If you want to go do cool stuff.
I'm going to go take a look because nobody's in there.
Do you want to just use my phone?
Well, wait. We gotta wait our
Oh,
turn.
all right.
Training here is hard though. Like our students have like
You gotta be a little person to be in here. Oh my gosh.
Alright, there's a little jump seater.
Alright. If you do bad in the school, they send you to the C-130.
It keeps us busy. Very, very busy.
Usually it's more than one. They're like, like enough parts and everything working to get one in the air.
Well, apparently the line for the cockpit starts outside, so I just kind of butted into the dude when that lady was in the cockpit, and he kind of looked at me and he said something about waiting your turn or something. I says, I'm just filming it.
Doing Korea, Vietnam.
So apparently this is the line to get into the cockpit, but people are waiting there to get in the cockpit, so they kind of needed to find that a little bit, but that's okay. And here's our tilt rotor. Notice that they're up, because if they were in airplane mode, they actually can't land because the props hit the ground, because they got to be so big to be helicopter mode to get this thing up off the ground. Like he says, it has a purpose. It just ain't perfected yet. And of course, people will not admit it. Well, some people do. Here's a gunship. Let's go over and check this guy out. Then we'll come over here, check out this Blackhawk. Oh, here's people. Looks like they're waiting in line here to go up and see the cockpit. I don't know if you heard us inside, but me and Kim, we were both in a cockpit of a C-130. We're just trying to remember where it was. Was it Altus? Was it at Nellis? No, we didn't go to Nellis. What was the other? Hill. Was it at Hill Air Force Base? Remember, we went in there and the guy talked about, 1964 technology. Remember that guy?
I remember, but I can't
Wherever that was. Anyway, if you watched any of our previous videos, we actually was up in the cockpit of a C-130. This is, okay, so this guy's only running 2. So this is, I think it's the H model. So he's got the 105 howitzer over here, and this was a 30mm cannon. I think this is the, they call it, might be a Ghost, maybe it's the G model? Let me ask these dudes right here. What model is this guy?
The AC-130J.
J.
It'll take a few minutes to figure out what the hell you want.
Oh, wait a minute. It looks like it goes the other way. So there's the 105. Oh, you know what? We're going to go ahead and walk through this guy. So we got to go in. We're going from the front and comes the rear. So we'll go ahead and go in, because I don't think I filmed the one in Altus. I just did the outside and I went in this door right here.
of the cool things about us is a normal C-130 has about like 3 dudes on it, 4 dudes on it. We got about 10, 8 to 10 depending on the mission set. So it's all working together, teamwork to make that mission happen. We're protecting the ground force, right? So when we go to shoot, it's actually a symphony of destruction, as we'll call it, kind of. Everyone's working together. So our guys, our Wizzo in the back, he'll find something and be like, hey, crew Wizzo, I got gun 1, the 30 mil, trainable, it's moving, it is looking where that sensor's looking. So wherever that sensor looks, that gun is pointed to that location. Nearest friendly, let's say 200, 500 meters, ready, Wizzo's ready. The guy next to him, the Sizzo, will look, confirm everything. Hey, Sizzo confirms. The co-pilot will do the same thing, then I'll do the same thing with the pilot seat, give them consent, arm the weapon, and then we'll start prosecuting that target. Everyone's working together to catch everything, make sure everything's safe, legal, all that good stuff. So, full teamwork action. And then on top of that, as all are working together, talking to each other. When a gunship crew is clicking, it's amazing.
We have flares.
We have ways to defend ourselves. Yeah.
Okay, I thought this was the entrance. And this is the entrance. That's the exit. So what are all these people coming out this way? I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Yeah. For 7+ hours, so we absolutely have ways to defend ourselves. Sounds like we have guys who are opposite. Check. Now I got another badge for you. Alright, you guys ready? Yeah. I'll cut you off when I think it's going to get too crowded.
I don't think we're going to make it in this time, but we'll wait for the next one because I want to show you this.
A lot of tripping hazards, ways to bonk your head in there.
Yeah.
1,000 rounds of 30, 80-105, 4 Hellfires, 4 small diameter bombs, 5 AG-176s in the tail, and 5 GBU-69 small glide munitions in the tail.
So you guys are carrying Hellfires now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so you get rid of the minigun and go to the big shit.
Oh, we still have the guns. We got
No, the minigun.
Yeah, the 25 is no longer here. Yep.
So we're running 30 mil?
Yep. Yeah. So fully loaded, it's a lot.
Yeah.
If a gunship, we call it Winchestering, loses all the munitions, someone's having a really bad day.
Wow.
So it's when we were first bringing this airplane online, I was talking to a ground force, and we had helicopters there, all that good stuff, and we're briefing up our new combat load when we got Hellfire. Just got Hellfire, and the Apache guy on the phone at the same time, he's like, "Why am I here? Can I go home?"
So
is this?
So is this the first model to carry the Hellfire?
They did a little bit of testing on the AC Whiskey, but we're the first ones to really carry it.
Okay.
The KC-130s, the Marines, they carry Hellfires.
Okay.
But in terms of a gunship,
right.
It was quite fun doing the test for that. I never thought I'd be firing a forward-firing missile ever in my career.
No, especially from a plane like this.
Yeah, and then we did Hellfire testing, and we fire a missile, and you see it just go right by you. You're like, that's new. And we had them on the right wing too, and as was mentioned earlier, we love our left turns.
Yes.
We were in the turn, and the target's on the left side. Missile goes out and actually cuts in front of you.
Oh my God.
That was a little weird.
Yeah.
A little unnerving.
Where'd that come from?
Yeah. But it's cool, man. It's awesome. And the situational awareness and the capabilities we can get from ground forces.
All right, well, let's wait to get inside here.
Watch some of the YouTube videos.
All right. Here's a quick cockpit. I don't want to hold up the line. All right. Well, they're still going anyway. All right, let's see what we can get in here. Here's our 30 millimeter.
That we can reload in the air, so 1,020 rounds for doing a combat flight.
You can't do math that quick.
Yeah, right.
How many seconds worth of trigger?
It goes quick, but if we fire too fast, the arrow can overheat and start to melt. So it impacts our accuracy of the gun, so we have some limitation on
Follow me, guys. You guys be careful because everybody's up in front of you guys right now, watching you guys as well, okay?
That's why I have everybody. If you have
It's okay. Stay with our
you
group.
Always, right?
stay with our group.
Hey, this is the guys who actually fire in the guns. Let me get back here so we can get a better picture. So these are the guys. They're just looking at all these screens here, running their joysticks. So these are the guys actually firing the weapons. Then you got the ammo loaders over there, and you got the 105 right behind us. But these are the guys making all the noise. Right here. Check that out.
You guys got any questions?
205 rounds, so it's 510 rounds in the gun.
He might.
Additional 510 rounds.
Yeah, no, it's a lot going on. This is the so this is where we'll employ both of the guns and the other weapon systems from these two seats. So we'll control the guns, control the sensors, and guide and shoot all the other munitions from each of the seats.
So this is where you do the Hellfires, everything, not just these two guns here,
Correct.
but everything is here.
From one seat. So I'll sit in the seat. From this seat, I can shoot both guns and all 4 different types of munitions from one seat.
Okay.
So we just have 2. That way we can shoot 2 different types of munition at the same time.
Right. And different tracking at different targets.
And track different targets.
Right. And how long do you guys? What's your normal loiter time?
For training, we just stick around like 5 hours. But I mean, we're aerial refuel, so as
long as you're needed.
As long as you're needed. I've never gone over 12 and a half. So, but you can stay up for forever.
Or ammo.
Yeah, we can't reload the ammo.
Ammo could be kind of an issue.
But I mean, just be conservative with it. You can bring extra, so we can bring extra cans of ammo and just stock them in other places.
Right.
You know, in the past, we have had crews that have run out of ammo and just had to fly back, land, put more ammo on the plane, take off again. Just depends on how bad things are.
Cool.
How long does it take to reload? Once you hit the ground, till you're ready to.
And then we'll take a look at this 105 from the other side.
Guys, you guys got any questions so far?
It's not an auto loader?
No.
No?
You have to load it by hand.
Oh no! And your empties fly?
Usually we just toss them on the ramp while we're shooting, and then once we get a break, we'll take those and then put them in the ashes.
Okay, so you just chuck them aside and keep on going, then make a little bit of room later on.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And you guys carry how much? 100? 80 rounds? 80 rounds? Are they different types or just one type?
So we have 3 different types. We have the TP round, which is our training projectile. We also have HE, which is our primary combat round. It
Yeah.
shoots buildings, stuff like that.
Yep.
Then we also have a prox round, which blows up about a few feet above the ground and shoots a bunch of frags.
Sure. Cool. So is there one person that's playing just dedicated, I'm just the loader for this guy? Is that his only job, or has he got other jobs in play?
So we'll have like aerial gunners, and they can kind of move between the guns.
Okay.
But typically on a single day, they'll say, hey, you're going to be doing this job today, or you'll be doing this other job today.
Oh, okay.
You won't switch unless you really need to, or the next day.
Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Don't step on that.
The handle by your chamber?
We need to start heading back. There is the Army Golden Knights plane getting ready to take off. So they got about, I think they said, wait a minute, I think the itinerary said they start flying at 10, and the opening ceremonies, I believe, were 10:25, which I think is when they're gonna jump. So anyway, let's go check out this Blackhawk, and we're gonna head on back because we haven't been to the other end. But if we don't have time, we'll go ahead and go to our seats, and then in between flights, we'll see what else is down here. That looks like yet another C-130. Again, these things have been flying for so long too. They got so many different models. I'm not 100% sure, but that one is not a gunship. Got another, looks like you, oh. Still got a bell over there. What time? You know what, let's go ahead and walk over there. Then we'll come back and we'll check out this Blackhawk. You got the old Huey. Got to the chopper. Okay, everybody and their brother has done that line, but you know what? It's a classic. Oh yeah. When I was in the Army, I only flew on a Huey, actually only one time. I flew on Chinooks more than I did Hueys. That's pretty crazy.
Does he work for a mentor? Huh? Does he work for a mentor? Is he here?
No. Of course, when I get in, the Hueys were just going out, and the Hueys were just going out, and the Blackhawks were coming in.
Was he with the 58th now, or was he with the... Okay.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
No.
Constantly things are breaking. How it works around here.
Don't let it go.
Absolutely. You have a wonderful air show. Have more to say. Wow. Let's look at those big dogs.
Here's the pilot seat. Which is weird because it's kind of opposite from a plane where the pilot is on the left side. Helicopter, the pilot's on the right side. Boy, I think the PMs they got to do before they can take this off. With all these people flipping every damn switch you got. The checklist just to take off again after this. Holy cow. Crazy.
Flying around every now and then. I prefer to back. I like to go out back there.
When I flew on the Huey, we had bench seats on each side, and then we had a row of seats across here facing each other. Then when you got in with your M16, you had to make sure the barrel's pointed down. Normally you say, oh, it's barrel up. Well, what's above us? The engine. So barrels were pointed down when we got in the Hueys. So here's your collective. This is your... Let me go ahead and sit down here. Oh, stand by a while. Get in here. Here we go. So here's our rotor control. Rear rotor. This is our cyclic. That's forward, back, left, and right. This is our collective, which is this is your throttle, and this is your up and down. It changes the pitch of the rotor, so that dictates your up and down. So you definitely find, well, I can't do it with the camera in my hand, but you definitely find with 2 hands on the sticks. Oh man, look at this crap. I wondered if they pulled out the master just to make sure nobody accidentally started pulling on things. See, right now I'm actually changing the pitch of the rear rotor, which is your torque. So when you give him more gas, he wants to turn, so you got to counteract that to stay straight. Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Don't push that, baby.
Okay. Wow. Let's see, obviously you can tell, well, I shouldn't say obviously, but the pilot is here. See, on the co-pilot, he doesn't have as many controls. He can still fly, he just doesn't have as many, and he has to reach inside here to do some of the stuff. If, say, the pilot was to get knocked out, he could still take over, and you know, or they could dual fly, but they still got these controls here, but he's just got the I don't want to say rudimentary, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Rings and these like
okay, well, let's go ahead and get out of here because people are waiting to get in, and then we'll go check out the Blackhawk. Here we are at the Blackhawk. Again, they got a whole bunch of different models. They got gunships, they got medical, transports. This one looks some kind of a, I don't know, I'm gonna guess before we look at the board over here. This is well, he's got a gun. He's got a gun, he's got a winch. I'm gonna say he's some type of rescue, maybe this Air Force rescue. What is it? It's the HH-60W Jolly Green 2. It's a Jolly Green, executes personal recovery operations. Oh. So if this is, guys, to execute personal recovery operations,
Are you gonna go fly it now?
So this is one like
You let me know when you're ready.
yeah, we should have gun. Yeah, there's our gun mounts. So we got gun mounts on each side. So the PJs are flying in this guy, and they're going down to rescue. Say a down pilot, and then they got gun support here. Let me run around the other side. I don't know if there was a rope over there. Was there? Or a line. I think well, I've been inside these before. Let me see if I can squander my way in there. I don't know if they let you in this one. I'm gonna say that'd be a no. Let me stick.
Somebody else brought it up.
So, little difference in the time frame of technology, but you know what? The fundamentals are still there. You got your torque control, your rear rotor. You still got your cyclic. You still got your collective. All your controls on it. It's just a whole dash. Everything went electronic, digital instead of manual stuff. Well, not manual, analog. That's what I was looking for.
Alex, you're sitting in Papa's helicopter. Alex!
You seen Blackhawk down, huh? Very similar to this guy. This is where one of the gunners would go. Right here, the gun. Obviously, they don't have the gun here, so you got a gunner on each side. Winch down to pick up people or drop off PJs. Yeah. Let me see. Can we go inside? Oh. No step. Should be a handhold here. All right. Here we go. I didn't know I could get in here.
I was gonna say, is it machine gun or something?
How do you see where all that bombs come from?
Or like a cannon launcher. I guess either a machine gun or a cannon missile launcher. We got missile right there, missile right here.
I'm assuming this guy is tired to see us. He's going to be hydraulic. Where in the Huey you could actually do it. You could actually watch the rotor and watch the rotors move. This one, he's not. So he definitely, I'm going to assume, he's hydraulic.
Hey, buddy.
And this is your view here, all the way back. Here's your view. And that's the refueling probe right there. Okay, let me get down so some more people can get in. And once I get down, we're gonna head on back to our seats.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and join us at this time for our national anthem, being sung by Staff Sergeant Jamia Fisher.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleam, whose bright stripes and bright stars that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
your United States Army parachute, the Golden Knight. Now the wingsuiter will turn back and fly right past the other jumper, who is already under cannon. Watch as he pulls out of the dock, gains altitude, and opens his main parachute. There you have the wingsuiting ability of the United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights. From mythology to children's books, angels and birds, mankind has always dreamt of flight. The human form taking flight on wings of our own has long captivated the imaginations of men. This dream is a reality for the wingsuit. The Eiffel Tower in 1912 is recognized as the first attempt to fly a wingsuit. The first prototype wingsuit of Dave Uradol, Vassilev, and Brad were showcased together at the World Freefall Festival in 1999. After the turn of the millennium, commercial designs became available. And now we have wingsuits that are pressurized as they inflate via ram air around the wingsuit. Wingsuits can reach a glide ratio of 3 to 1 and are capable of gaining altitude in their flight profile of over 100 meters a climb before either pulling their parachute or returning into a descent. Wingsuits can also match the glide ratio of high-performance canopies and fly with them in formation. Although capable of the same glide as a parachute, a wingsuit jump still requires the use of a parachute. On this next pass, you will see one of the many mass formations possible while in free fall. As the aircraft crosses overhead, the Jumpmaster gives a cross-arm signal of hot target, signifying the airspace is clear and that it's safe to jump. The jumpers complete their final gear checks and move to the door in the rear of the aircraft. A thumbs-up signal is given. Watch momentarily for jumpers to exit the aircraft. As this jumper brings it into the target area, she is showing you the full flight characteristics of the Ram Air canopy. These canopies have 7 openings on the front, which allow air to be forced in, inflating the flexible wing glider. She is showing you the full flight characteristics of this Ram Air canopy as she brings it over the target for a beautiful airborne.
Oh shit! I heard that one.
And the show is on. We now have the goal demonstration team rapidly approaching 120 miles per hour. The initial part of the formation is called the base, and it forms quickly as the initial jumpers fly their bodies together, while using their hands, arms, legs, and shoulders as flight control. At 5,000 feet, the team leader gives a thumbs-up signal, signaling the outside jumpers to separate and perform our ball burst maneuver. This is our salute to you. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have the high-flying black and gold of your United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights. The smoke trails each jumper leaves in the sky are created by 2 M18 red smoke canisters, which emit a continuous stream of smoke for up to 90 seconds. These jumpers tie these activation pins to a lanyard. By pulling up on this lanyard, these jumpers can activate the smoke immediately upon exiting the aircraft, while in free fall or under canopy. In more conventional Army units, these same red smoke canisters are used as ground-to-ground signaling devices, ground-to-air signaling devices, or screening devices to conceal troop movement. At 1,000 feet, these jumpers do what is called a wind penetration check, gauging their speed and distance across the ground. They then fly a downwind leg, a base leg 90 degrees to the target, and then base into the wind for our final approach. Once on final approach, these jumpers shift all their concentration to a small black dot located in the center of the orange X. Once they bring it over the target, they will shut the parachute down for a beautiful airborne landing. At 1,000 feet, these jumpers can hear you very well. Please make some noise. Watch the minor.
That's how you land right there, my man.
Obtaining a beautiful airborne landing. Ladies and gentlemen, redirecting your attention back to the ground. You may notice that several parachutes have become entangled, but that is not the case. The top jumper is in total control of the formation. This leaves the bottom person free to grab the next canopy as it docks from below. The formation you see here is called a side-by-side. The top jumper is in total control of the formation. This leaves the bottom jumper free to connect their harnesses. These jumpers are being held together with a specially designed strap, which provides both jumpers the ability to steer their parachutes with both hands. As this formation flies closer to the target area, the pilot will give a command for the outside jumpers to orient their parachutes downward. These jumpers will then accelerate toward the ground at speeds in excess of 80 miles per hour. As they near the ground, you may hear the pilot give the command of ready, break. And these jumpers will separate for a safe, stand-up landing. Ladies and gentlemen, there's one, two, stand-up landing in the target area.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 56th Fighter Wing from Luke Air Force Base, Arizona is pleased to present an F-35A Lightning II aircraft for an aerial demonstration. Represents the premier talent of Luke Air Force Base's F-35 instructor cadre and is proud to demonstrate the raw power of the Air Force's newest 5th generation fighter. Our pilot today is Louis Tron Bloom. The pilot will now set up for a high-speed pass, where they will fly more than 500 miles per hour. The top speed of the F-35A is more than 1,000 miles per hour. Combined with its stealth capabilities, advanced integrated avionics, and precision strike capabilities, there's no mission this aircraft can't handle. From your left, the F-35 Lightning II. Engine, the pilot is commanding more than 40,000 pounds of thrust, allowing them to climb several miles in a matter of seconds. From your left, the F-35 Lightning II. plans to buy 2,456 F-35s through 2044, which will represent the bulk of the crewed tactical aviation of the Air Force, Navy, and Marine Corps for several decades. All right, we have recovered a driver's license. If you want to get home or get on an airline and you want a real ID, we've got one. But it's really not ours. We're missing you. And, well, I'm challenged. Hard to read that. All right, we're going to have a little brainstorm here. Is the F-35 Lightning II touches down? F-35 Lightning II, safely down on the deck. What do you think of that? Was that pretty impressive? Or was I kidding about the earplug warning? No, I was not. All right, Maisha, we have your driver's license. If you'd like to drive legally and safely, we have your driver's license here at Airshow Center. So we're going to put it over, going to come here, or where we'll put it? Right at Show Center, while I'm standing, the tent, because it popped up. Maisha, if you lost your driver's license, well, we know where it is. Again, an absolutely perfect weekend for the 2025 Air Fiesta. Want to remind you again, it's going to get nice and noisy when this F-35 taxis in. So again, keep those fingers in the ears. It's going to be noisy.
One of the loudest planes I've ever heard.
If you need both fingers, you're on a rock. Was named after another famous fighter from World War II. But you didn't know that, did you? You did not know that. We're going to educate you. The P-38 Lightning was from World War II, and this aircraft was named as a namesake of that particular aircraft. And it's a neat tradition the Air Force has kept up, as several of their aircraft have actually carried on the names of aircraft from World War II, and the Lightning is one of those. The P-38 Lightning was the original aircraft called that. The World War II fighter, twin-engine World War II fighter, and the F-35 carries on that tradition with the Lightning II.
The Air Force Rescue Coordination Center is responding to Herc 11's radio call by tasking Dusty Flight, 2 Special Operations Command CB-22B Osprey, and Skull 55, a rescue HH-60 Whiskey Jolly Green 2, to unveil a team of para-rescuemen and rescue the aircrew of Herc 11. The first operational CB-22B Osprey was delivered to Air Force Special Operations Command in 2007. Since that time, the aircraft has been continuously deployed in support of combat operations across the globe, with a focus on Afghanistan, the Horn of Africa, and Iraq. The Osprey is a tilt-rotor aircraft that combines the vertical takeoff, hover, and landing capabilities of a helicopter with the long-range, fuel efficiency, and speed of an airplane. Its mission is to conduct long-range infiltration and exfiltration while resupplying Special Operations Forces. Today, Dusty Flight is flown by Major Tyler Stockton, Major Andrew Banks, Major Trent Arias-Fourier, Captain Brogan England, Technical Sergeant Jacob Blaine, Technical Sergeant Jason Haskell, Staff Sergeant Kyle McKee, and Staff Sergeant C.J.
Astro
a fast rope, which you can see on your left. During a fast rope insertion, the pilot must maintain a stable hover for safety, while the Special Missions Aviator deploys a rope to the ground party to quickly slide down. This requires constant communication to make corrections for a stable platform. While it is not the primary method for inserting a team, it allows the H-860 to place personnel in an area which may not be suitable for an aircraft to land. Once the team is on the ground, the fast rope is released and allows for the aircraft to depart the location and remain on call for any follow-on actions.
Another Huey and Blackhawk. It's going to be a copyright problem.
Wake 6-6 will support the pararescue forces on the ground with their defensive weaponry, while Wake 6-7 picks up the air crew of Herc 1-1 using its hoist, and Skull 5-6 onloads.
Man, you ain't killed those dudes yet.
The pattern of the aircraft up above is a gun pattern to suppress the enemy threat, clearing the path for Skull 5-6 and Wake 6-7 to exfil the rescue.
Oh, the sound of a Huey.
The Special Missions Aviators manning the guns will execute suppressive fire to ensure that the enemy threat is neutralized and friendly forces are not harmed. Hoist operations are a tricky maneuver, and like the fast rope operation you saw earlier, the Special Missions Aviator must ensure that personnel being hoisted are clear of any obstacles, while the pilot holds the helicopter stationary. Wake Flight is a two-ship of UH-1 and Iroquois, better known as the Huey. The Huey is a twin-engine variant of the iconic UH-1 helicopter, which has been in service since 1970. That's almost 60 years for you doing the math. Its mission has varied over the years, but is made famous during the Vietnam War, where it served in multiple missions with the Army, Navy, and Air Force. Today, U.S. Air Force Hueys conduct strategic defense support missions, distinguished visitor transport, and civil search and rescue. A Huey crew is typically crewed by 2 pilots and 2 enlisted Special Missions Aviators. Wake Flight is flown today by Captain David Coons, Captain Andre Young, Captain David Tyler V, Captain Wick Valentine. Up above and ahead, Stock 44 in MC-130J and Dusty Flight, the 2 Ospreys from earlier, will fly by momentarily in the pre-contact position, showcasing how close the Osprey must get to connect for refueling. The MC-130J has been modified from other C-130s to provide multiple fuel tanks and refueling pods on the wings. The outside pod on each wing contains a refueling hose and drogue that extend beyond the aircraft. The pilot of the Osprey must then maneuver the probe to the front and into the drogue. Once the contact is made, fuel transfers from the MC-130J and to the Osprey. The CV-22B Osprey, the 58th Special Operations Wing Long-Range Infiltration and Exfiltration Platform. Give it up for the Osprey! Inbound on the right, the HH-60 Whiskey Jolly Green 2, the U.S. Air Force Special Operations Command Combat Search and Rescue Platform. And finally on the left, the UH-1N Huey. Aircraft for you, ladies and gentlemen. An AC-130J is approaching from straight ahead and will be overhead shortly. this aircraft for the price of one. I give you the 58th Special Operations Wing. As the helicopters and Osprey clear the area, the MC-130J Commando 2 will now demonstrate the short landing capability of the C-130. The MC-130J is one of the latest variants of the C-130J Super Hercules, which has been in continuous service with the U.S. Air Force since 1954. Get those rulers out, ladies and gentlemen. Can he stop in 2,000 feet? Let's find out. Looked like about 1,999 feet to me, and that's close enough. The Commando 2 in front of you has capability to support U.S. Special Operations around the world. Trained to operate in the most challenging conditions, Air Commandos airdrop cargo and personnel, refuel helicopters and two-rotor aircraft, and infiltrate and exfiltrate Special Operations teams into hostile or denied environments. The 58th Special Operations Wing trains the next generation of fearless, highly skilled airmen as demonstrated in the thrilling performance you just saw. If you are inspired to join our elite ranks and be part of the air crew that gets the Air Force's mission done, visit the Air Force recruiting booth or talk to one of our members. On behalf of the 58th Special Operations Wing Commander, Colonel Jason Allen, and all the men and women of the 58th Special Operations Wing, thank you for watching your United States Air Force in action.
hoping that jet engine drowns out that music so we don't get copyrighted on this.
fans. Love you guys. Sticking it out, slugging it out with us. All right, you're not going to be disappointed as the F-16 will be taken to the skies here momentarily. Again, the paint scheme that you see on this aircraft is reminiscent of the very first F-16s that were produced. A few of them were painted in this red, white, and blue motif. So it takes us back a few years to the early days of the F-16. It's an incredible aircraft still performing today, just like she was designed to. As a matter of fact, been modified to do even better than when she was first took to the sky. So again, great to have the
bullshit. You made it 20% bigger.
We hope you're having a wonderful time. Of course, I do want to remind you that the most dangerous part of any air show, of course, is always going to be your drive home. So always drive carefully out there. Say, you know, be nice, smile, courteous, wave, and everybody get home safely. But get ready for some rock and roll fun when the F-16 gets ready to take to the skies again. If you don't have earplugs, I feel sorry for you right now. You can use your fingers if you have to. It's going to get noisy, but it's going to get fun.
Demonstrate the low altitude, high speed capability of the F-16. As he passes show center, he'll be in full afterburner just under the speed of sound at 700 miles per hour. Major Heister would like to address the crowd from the cockpit. Let's listen in now.
Albuquerque, Taylor, checking in for the F-16. I'd like to dedicate this first pass all the American military veterans that are here with us at the show today. So you took the uniform off yesterday, you still wear it, or you took it off 8 years ago. I hope you always find that you have a home with it. God bless America.
Show center, Major Heister will accelerate rapidly and snap the F-16 through a series of aileron rolls, demonstrating its exceptional roll maneuverability. Drop it in from the left, Shima, and the triple roll.
The capability of the airplane, but of the fighter pilot as well. To demonstrate its ability to outturn any adversary, Puma will fly a minimum radius turn or main press into the seat at 9 times the force of gravity, while sustaining his new body weight of 1,800 pounds and flying with precision.
Center, pausing briefly at each 90-degree increment. Notice the precision in which these individual movements are executed. In from the left, the F-16 and the 4-point roll.
Top speed of Mach 2. Major Keister is repositioning for a maneuver, which will demonstrate the F-16's ability to turn tight and stay unpredictable, a trait which helps the Viper survive against low altitude threats. He will then quickly transition from the horizontal flight into the vertical. Ladies and gentlemen, from your left, it's the Falcon turn. Just as important for maneuvering in a dogfight. This will be your best opportunity to look closely at the aircraft and its flight controls. Team will be holding the Viper at a 23 degrees nose-up position and moving at only 120 miles per hour. When he reaches show center, Major Keister will pause full afterburner and pull back on the stick for a near vertical climb, demonstrating the F-16's awesome thrust-to-weight ratio. As Major Keister prepares to demonstrate the combination of thrust and digital flight control systems that makes the knife edge maneuver possible. From your right, the F-16 and the knife edge pass. With a series of aileron rolls. As he pulls back on the stick, you will see the Viper's exceptional power and rolling ability as he sends it from 300 feet to over 3 miles in less than 20 seconds. The F-16 Viper demonstration team proudly presents the dedication pass.
What started out as a one-time event has grown in popularity and demand. In 2010, the Air Force Heritage Flight Foundation joined with the United States Air Force to keep this popular program flying, and now heritage flights are performed at air shows and special events in the United States and around the world. Today is Tommy Williams in a beautiful F-5 and Major Taylor Heister in your United States Air Force F-16. Air Force, we hope our performance has inspired you to serve your country alongside the professional men and women you see here in action today. Either flying
was the F5.
Or on the ground guaranteeing
I thought they said the F-16 was coming.
On behalf of the United
Oh, he
States
already
Air Force,
landed.
the Commander of Air Combat
I was
Command,
watching that.
General Ken Wilsbach, and all
I was watching the
men and women
F5
of Air
come
Combat
by.
Command, thank you for your attendance, patriotism, and support.
Up here at the Kirtland Airshow in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hope you enjoyed that adventure. And until our next one, say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
And that's all, folks.